I think it's very difficult to call two places your home, because at the point now where it's actually, I've lived half of my life in Syria and half of it in the UK.
So my dad and his family, when they first came to England, they thought it was like winter the whole time. They were freezing.
It was quite difficult because of the weather. It was really freezing.
It was cold. It was December. We got off the plane and ladies came along with blankets. My father complained of a headache. They said to him, "Never mind, dear, we'll bring you a cup of tea."
It's so important for me to speak about my heritage because it's something precious to me, like something that only I can say. My family's experienced hardship and like we've come out of it even stronger, you know?
I miss my family. I miss my friend. I miss my country.
It used to be very beautiful in my vision, in my eyes, the way I remembered it. Unfortunately, there was the war. To begin with, when it first happened, we couldn't believe it because the way we were living, it was very peaceful, very safe. We used to see the news when we were kids and like, oh my God, look what's happening. But we have never expected it to come to us. So it was scary because you don't know what's happening.
If my family had stayed in Cambodia, they'd definitely have died. The Khmer Rouge were just like killing loads of Cambodians. Loads were being murdered. My family, like, they had to leave. They lost their family, their money, their house. The only thing that kept them going is hope.
The day we left Syria was very emotional. It was sad when you're saying goodbye because you don't know when you're gonna come back. There was no like a return journey.
Hungary, up till about 1956, was a Stalinist state. And then came the revolution. We were living in the center of Budapest, and I was fighting outside. We walked past corpses between tanks, and my parents wanted to leave. One obvious way of going was to walk. We crossed the border on my 8th birthday. I was 7 when we started, I was 8 when we arrived.
We are really experiencing like terrorism in Burkina Faso. Now it looks like the country is controlled by the soldier. I never think that my country gonna be like that.
My granddad met a gangster. He took them to the Vietnam border. Luckily, my granddad met another guy who had a boat that was leaving to Hong Kong. This boat was stranded in the middle of nowhere, way off course. And a British cargo ship called the Sibonga came and rescued them and saved their lives.
A lot of people at that stage decided to leave Hungary. Over 200,000. And a lot of refugees came to England.
When they came to the UK, they were then refugees. They were in the refugee camp for about 2 years. It was really hard for them because they couldn't speak a word of English.
Our journey to the UK, I think I remember the most the feeling of excitement. I think my dad was very stressed. He was the one that said, I will not believe I'm gonna be there until I step my foot in the airports. There was a refugee council caseworkers holding the sign saying welcome, there was food. Most importantly, there were smiles in a very special way that you really needed at the time.
None of us had ever seen the sea. And there was this big, grey, growly thing, wind and rain spattering in your face. It was very much a life-changing experience. The coordination was remarkable. The Refugee Council would have played a major role there. I mean, sorry, makes me a little weepy actually.
Refugee Council has been vital. It's beyond vital actually, because the way they have responded to us and helped us, they have replaced the meaning of family.
Like a lot of the people that were on the boat as well, the Sibonga, every Christmas now we'll meet up. We'll always meet up on birthdays or any time like that.
They don't care about your origin, your religion. They are really supporting people. It was one of the things I really appreciate.
I feel so grateful for my heritage, and I feel like so happy that I can help others as well and try to inspire them so that they can have hope just like my family did.
It's quite confusing sometimes because you don't know where you belong most. I definitely call it still my home country, Syria, and the UK is the place that welcomed me. So it's like you love them both. I think equally. I love them.